Hello team, I hope you are well, fine and good. Welcome to this another video session. So where we'll be discussing about CERT Ghost. So what is this CERTI Ghost and what is this, and we'll be discussing each and everything in details. So please watch the video till the end and get the latest update regarding any cybersecurity news. So coming to CERTI Ghost, okay, which stands with the CV score of 2026 54 121 CVID, where low privilege user leads to a domain control certificate and full domain compromise. This is the attack flow of the CERTI Ghost. So coming to the executive summary, which we need to discuss about this. So vulnerability named as what CERT Ghost with the ID of 2026 54 121. So what are the key components which are active over here? It is Active Directory and certificate service. Here the score which stands at 8.8, which is critically high, right? Attack complexity is all about low, and privileges required is any domain user. Okay, so user intention is none, and the impact is all about the full Active Directory domain compromise. What is this ghost? What is CRT Ghost? So it actually allows normal domain user, okay, again I repeat, it actually allows the normal domain user to obtain valid certificate from any domain controller or in a domain controller. Okay, once an attack owns DC certificate, okay, once a DC certificate, domain controller certificate, has been obtained, these were the different things that can be possible. One is Kerberos TGT password has, okay, KRB TGT, when thereafter authenticate as domain controller, okay, authenticate as a domain controller, still KBRT password has, then it forged the golden ticket, okay, then it actually have the full control over the AD forest takeover. Okay, so this is what about the Great Ghost is all about. Okay, it actually allows a normal domain controller to obtain a valid DC certificate, okay, valid certificate for domain controller. Okay, so then we discuss about the root cause or the case. So when a CA, okay, when a CA cannot find, okay, object info, requester can provide. One is current domain controller and remote machine object, where CA should CA should verify this. But before the July patch, CA trust attack control value and followed the chase without validating if the target was a real DC, okay, real domain controller. So coming to the component used over here. So what are the different components used over here? We need to discuss on that as well, right? So first is all about the Active Directory, then AD, CS, LDAP, followed by SMB, Netlogin, KP, Kerberos, and DC Sync. Okay, these are the component used over here. Then the network or the requirement. So any domain user can have this, okay, can be bait of this. Network access, enterprise CA, default machine template, then followed by machine account quote, which is greater than 0. Okay, CA reachable over SMB and LDAP, no admin right, no DA right, no local admin, no phishing or malware. So these are the different requirements. Machine account quote, by default machine account quote is 10. Machine, meaning every domain user can create 10 computer accounts. Very, very, very crucial, we need to understand about that. So attack chain, step by step, it is the most important point which we need to understand. So what are the different attack chain coming from 1st to 12th? One is attack logs in the domain user, okay, like example any name you can take. So create a computer account, fake PC, using MachineAccountQuota, start fake SMB 445 and LDAP, which stands at a service port of 389, okay, which we need to understand. 445 is for SMB. Okay, then we'll be discussing about submit certificate request, okay, with attack machine instead of DC. Compromise enterprise CA connects to attack SMB, then CA authenticates, then attacker actually relays the authentication to real DC over Netlogon. Then the attacker returns the real DC object CIS ID and DNS host name via LDAP. CA believes real DC requests the certificate. CA issues certificate for target DC, then certificate saved DC. Okay, then attack uses PKNIT to authenticate as DC01, obtain the ticket granting ticket or TGT, then run the DC sync. Okay, retrieve the secret, then steal the Kerberos ticket has forged golden ticket, full domain takeover. So this is the attack flow. Coming to what are the CDE and RMD. So computer domain controller, example CDE, which stands at DC01.lab.local, where where the RMD, which stands at remote machine object. Okay, here the remote machine object I have also displayed here. So both the values are attacker controlled before the patch. Okay, then exploit flow over. So exploit flow over starts from what? Domain user create fake missions, then it starts the LDAP and SMB, followed by a certificate request, then CA connects to attacker, relay the authentication, receive DC certificate, PKNIT, then Kerberos ticket, DC sync, KB, Kerberos TGT has golden ticket compromise, that is full compromise of the domain controller. So what is the key, what is PKIND, which we have already discussing about. So PKINIT is all about the public key cryptography of initial authentication in Kerberos. Normal user plus password, where instead it follows a certificate plus private key. So since the attacker has DC certificate, Kerberos accept them as a domain controller. Okay, so then DC sync is also very important because the attack relays password data from AD like domain controller. Normally actually it allows DC replication. Admin can do it, now attacker can also do it. So then followed by the 11th point. Okay, where is my 11th number point? Okay, so I think DC sync I have discussed 11th, then I think we'll be going to the 12th, which is not even here. Sorry for that, I missed it. Instead of that I named it 13. So one is why machine template. It is also important because the machine template actually allows the computer account to request certificate. Since the attacker owns fake PC, the request actually appears to be very legitimate. Okay, along with the CA assigns the domain controller and defines due to vulnerable cache. Okay, then these are the Microsoft patch. One is no IP address, no LDAP meta character, NDS name, exit, must exit. So the CA instance validates the CA cache target. Instead, CRUD pdef.dll before CA allows the cache. Okay, it actually validates these all things. Okay, so we need to understand that as well. Then followed by the mitigation, which is temporary lab test. If patch isn't possible immediately, disable the Chase Fallback. This is how we can do that. So may take break legitimate enrollment, follows the testing in stage. Okay, make sure it done very crucially. Okay, so permanent fix install July updates. Detection. One, we need to understand unexpected computer account creation.